Today was my first day back at work at my real job for the first time since like the 22nd. I mean, technically the 23rd of December, but like the 22nd. It went pretty good. I was super productive. I like to block schedule, for those of you who are familiar with that. So I was able to block out my day, only spent, really like 2.5 hours today on emails, which is pretty good for me because I get, oh my God, on a bad day, over 1,000 emails. On a good day, like 500 to 1,000 maybe. So, yeah, it was a really good day. I got tons of reporting done. I got presentations over to the marketing department for them to like zhuzh up, for some things that I have to do in January. Followed up with a lot of people that owe me things. Um, so yeah, it was really good. I also just finished my first day of training. I can barely speak. With Shakara Transformations Phoenix Rising program. So it's an 8-week like transformation program that I'm doing. So far so good. We had our first live stream today and it went really well. And there's a lot of different people from all over the world in it. So it's really cool. And everyone's kind of like following each other on Instagram now. And so it's kind of fun. So I'm hoping that, to maybe in addition to obviously just having some accountability for the next 8 weeks, but just, maybe making some new friends. And I like to travel. So once COVID's over, it'd be kind of fun to maybe travel to some of the cities where some of the folks live in and, at least have like a point of contact there and maybe meet up and go train. Other than that, pretty uneventful day. Just my normal Monday vlog, just to kind of let you know what I did today, which was work, train, eat. This is about it. My life is not that exciting. I just got out of the shower, obviously, and I don't care who sees this, so that's why I'm not dressed, and I don't wear makeup at all. I don't even own any, so I will never look like nice on camera. So training today, we can go back to that for a second. Training today was a lot of upper body stuff. It was actually all upper body, like chest and back. And then I did like 10 minutes of like moderate conditioning or cardio before I started training. And then I did another like 10-minute little Metcon at the end, which did involve burpees. Just because I am getting ready for the CrossFit Open, which starts in February. So like probably like just as this transformation is wrapping up is when the Open's going to start. It's a little bit different this year. It's only going to be 3 weeks. So I'm curious to see like what the workouts are. If it's going to be like multiple workouts. Like I haven't read that much into it. Excuse me, I just know that it's going to be 3 weeks. So versus the standard 5 for those of you who are not familiar with CrossFit. So it should be really interesting. It'll be interesting to see like who kind of shines through at the elite level during the Open. I think it'll be, again, like Cara Saunders in Australia. I mean, Kristen Holta, Laura Horvath, hopefully. Sarah Sigmundsdottir, hopefully, is healthy. Just be nice to kind of see some of those ladies again, kind of make their way back up to the top. Same thing with on the men's side, Fikowski and Pat Vellner. If you're looking for something to do, I'm part of a book club that Pulpy Syntax runs on his channel, and this month we're reading Dracula. Did I say this yesterday? I think I said this yesterday. I know I posted about it, but I'm not sure if I actually said it out loud in the video or not. But yeah, if you're interested in that, come over and join us. A couple of good channels to take a look at right now. If you are interested in some reactions, obviously Shakara Transformations, Pulpy Syntax is doing some really good things. Alex is shook. Especially if you're into kind of the gossip channels, around like Eugenia and Amberlynn Reed or Chantel. Amberlynn today, and I just watched a reaction from Pulpy Syntax, and I know I said this is not going to be a reaction channel, but I think it's just going to be inevitable that I'm probably going to want to comment on some things. He was reacting to a video that she recorded like for her vlog that she released today, but the video is actually from like the last week of December, I think. Like she was recording it the last week of December and then released it today. Um, and she had been talking about getting a dietitian after the whole like Jenny Craig fiasco, where she kept binging. She'd eat her Jenny Craig food, and then she'd binge at night, and all these things. And so she discovered today that she was not a good fit for the dietitian, or it just wasn't what she thought it was going to be. And like, here, this is what we can do. We'll go down. Here's my TED Talk for the night. So it was an intuitive eating dietitian. And understand, I am not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a physician. I am not a licensed psychologist. In my field, you don't have to be licensed because we're not clinicians. But she said in her video that she just thought this person was going to teach her how to lose weight without dieting. And and that's not what this person told her. It was like, oh, we're going to teach you how to intuitively eat, for the first 3 months. It's not about weight loss. You might even gain weight. And she seemed to be genuinely like put off by that, which I think is really good. And here's why. Is when you're 500, and I think she's 530 pounds, I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, I do apologize in advance for that. But you shouldn't be attempting to intuitively eat at 530 pounds. Just my opinion, right? Like, obviously you've got some kind of issue with food, whether it's a BED, whether it's, emotional eating that isn't classified as BED due to trauma, or, PTSD, or things in your past or in your current state. Like, it is, I think, sometimes taken as a license to honor your hunger and eat whatever the hell you want, whatever the hell you want, right? And that is not going to work for someone who is actively trying to lose weight. Now, here's the deal. I've been at the same weight for years. Like, for years, I've been about this weight since 2018. I've been, 2017. I've been about the same weight, give or take 5 pounds up or down, okay? Once you get to about 5 years out around the same weight, give or take a few pounds in either way, you're very unlikely to gain that weight back. Science. Don't believe me? Ask Google, okay? Obviously, there's going to be exceptions to those rules. There are some people that maintain their weight starting in year 1, and it's never an issue again. But for someone like me, or for someone like Amber Lynn, who's always been very heavy, like, our bodies need a long time to kind of like settle into whatever our weight is going to be, right? And we cannot, and I say we, like, we are friends, but we are not friends. I do not know her. But people like me, let's just say that, or maybe I won't even generalize it. For me personally, I cannot intuitively eat, because when I intuitively eat, it's like, oh, well, I want to honor my hunger with a Big Mac and French fries. And if I do it once, all of a sudden I'm doing it multiple days in a row. And then it's 2 weeks in a row. And it doesn't even have to be McDonald's, right? I'm just using it as an example because I will not lie, McDonald's is my guilty pleasure because they do have the best French fries. But it could be anything. It could be pizza. It could be Jimmy John's sandwiches. It could be food from the diner up the street. Chinese food is very easy. Like, all of a sudden, like, I'm eating those things every single day. And before I know it, like, within a couple of days, like, I can put on 10 pounds in 3 days. Done. Like, you want to make a bet with me? Do you want to, do you want to challenge me to something? Ask me about that. Like, right? Because I win every single time, right? And I'm fine with things like random things. Like, I don't like Doritos. I don't like Cheetos. I do like chips, but they have to be like tortilla chips, like those types of things. Like, I can't have a bag of, like, a giant bag, right? I cannot have a giant bag of tortilla chips in my house because I will eat the entire bag. I have no self-control whatsoever. And I've gotten better with that over the years, where I have to say it to myself, like, out loud. And obviously if there are people around, I don't say it out loud, but I say to myself, like, okay, this is how much we're going to eat today. My portion right here. Okay. I can have some more tomorrow. And when I put it in that context for myself, it becomes easier for me not to eat half the bag in one sitting or the entire bag in one sitting. And if you put a football game on the television set and stick a bag of chips in front of me, forget it, it's over. Or any kind of food, right? That doesn't have a finite end to it, that kind of has like multiple servings to it, right? Then I'm in trouble, right? And so I was glad to see that Amberlynn, at least it appeared, right? And who knows, right? A lot of people think that she plays the troll game really, really well, and she could be serious, she might not be serious, but let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she is being serious, that this was not the right fit for her, and it wasn't the right fit for her because she genuinely felt that she should not be attempting to intuitively eat, that she does need some kind of structure to her diet. Like, good for her for recognizing that, versus it being, and I did see a lot of comments, in some of the reaction channels that reacted to that video, that she's just saying this because she's looking for the easy way out, and she thought that this person was just going to give her the answer, and it wasn't the answer she wanted to hear. It was, oh, by the way, I'm going to teach you how to do this, but the first 3 months you're probably going to gain weight, and and it's not really about weight loss right now, and blah blah blah. And that's not what she wanted to hear, which honestly, like, I wouldn't want to hear that either if I was 530 pounds and was starting to recognize, that my weight was problematic or my health was problematic, and so I hope for her sake, right, that she's not trolling, and that it's legitimately, she recognizes that that is not a good fit for her, and she does find somebody that is helpful for her. Now, I don't know if she ever will. I think that's sort of one of those things where everyone's kind of waiting to see, but I think intuitive eating is a really interesting conversation to have, and like, I think it works really well for some people, and I think if you've ever struggled with your relationship with food, though, I think it's something that can be a very slippery words are hard, slippery slope, because you get into that, oh, well, I'm honoring my hunger, or whatever the phrase is, I can eat whatever I want when I'm hungry and stop when I'm full. But if you do not have a normal relationship with food and you tend to overeat or tend to binge, like, you will find and justify eating all of the food all of the time, no matter what, right? And so I think there needs to be some more research done on that situation. I just said situation. That's such an Amberlynn thing. On that situation for people who do not have a normal relationship with food, because, and not even using Amberlynn, like, let's set her aside, but if you are 600 pounds, like some of these like food bloggers either have been in the past or pretty close to that weight or are currently or whatever they are, like, you did not get to 600 pounds because you intuitively eat. Like, there is something else going on there that has gotten you to that weight, right? So you need to fix that first, and then maybe at some point in the future you get to the point where you intuitively eat. Now, for me, I'm just trying to get away on some level from tracking my food all day long. I do not mind, and this is going to sound like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, like I'm a politician. I do not mind weighing my food, measuring my food, like portioning out my food. Like, I don't mind doing that at all. But it's the act of like logging it all in MyFitnessPal is what I would like to slowly get away from, because I've been doing it for years. And I'm not saying I don't mind it, but I'd like to see what happens if I don't do it. Like, I'm still going to be looking at it and like still measuring it and whatever, just not tracking it. So I'm really curious to see like how, when I get to that point, what I'm able to do with it. So yeah. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Anyway, I will check back in with all of you again on Wednesday. I'll probably do a weigh-in on Wednesday. I don't know if I'll post it. Maybe I'll just do one of those cool, like, oh, here you go. Here's my weight right here. Look here, look here, look here, look down here. Maybe I'll do one of those and then you can see it. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for coming. If you like what I have to say, comment, like, subscribe. You know what all those famous YouTubers say. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.